Well, this is Petty Peach territory. What do I have for you today? I have Rita Wilson and Maria Shriver. So if you love those two ladies, this is not the video for you. This is just for my Petty Peaches. Is it PPN time? Petty Peach Network, here we come. So we have one woman. These women are about the same age, I believe. I didn't research it because I don't care. But they're in the same demographic, I would feel. One of them is childlike and still thinks that she can sing and that we want to hear her and see her sing. News break, we don't, Rita. The other one, jump scare. Jump out of my skin scare. I understand aging gracefully. I get it. If that's what you want to do, I love that for you. Not for Maria Shriver, though. No, I do not. I want her to get her, I really have a lot of petty things I want to say. And they're not really petty, they're mean. They're mean. Because it was a scare when I saw the mug, okay? There's so much that could be done and should be done, or we should just fade away and not push yourself in front of my eyes anymore, Maria, okay? So let me show you. First, let's look at Rita bopping around thinking that she's so cute. You're not. You have aged out of cute, and you are now... It's embarrassing.
There's a story in my eyes, and it never seems to end. Will I keep trying to rewind, or will I keep chasing the wind? I've been here before.
Are you still that thirsty, Rita? Aren't you 75 years old? And P.S. I haven't looked into it. Is Chet their biological son? Because he looks like none of them. So we know where Chet gets his thirst from. It's Mama. Because she is 95,000 years old and she is like walking the Sunset Strip like she is 15 and there for the first time and just feeling her wings and the wind beneath those wings. Stop. Okay, now to the scariest video you will ever see. You will have nightmares. And you have to see it because if I gotta see it, you gotta see it. And the Peaches, we stick together.
I wanted to be a lot like my mother because she was my role model, right? But it was chaotic and crazy and tragic. And there was constant upheaval. There were constant people coming in and out of the house. The table was filled with 15, 20 people. There was Mother Teresa, Robert McNamara, there were vice presidents, everybody
world leaders,
world leaders.
Yeah, I remember the first time I went to your house, there are all these letters in the bathroom from like all the world leaders you've ever read about in history.
You're like 23, right?
Yes.
And you're 24.
Yes.
Wait a second. Hold it. Maria, did you just say that you knew Oprah when she was 23 years old? So wait, are you telling me that the story that I remember of Oprah being monetarily challenged and growing up and being all kinds of ABU, SE'd, how does one go from poverty to, at the very young age of 23, to Maria Shriver's mama's house? Did I hear that right? Maybe I heard it wrong. You guys, all she would need was a bit of Botox right here. But if I was to create a creature out of my mind to scare me at night before I went to bed, it would be her face, because she could be somewhat attractive, but there's some maybe I'm reading her energetically, because it is scary.
Feel loved.
I didn't even know what that was. Nobody talked about love in my house. It wasn't a conversation anybody was having. We were talking about, we were out to change the world. We were talking about my Uncle Jack. We were talking about the Peace Corps. We were talking about people with intellectual disabilities. That's
And
what we
yet,
were
when
talking
tragic
about.
things would happen, I remember having this
Question. So you're gonna tell me that, and this is what that side is all about humanitarianism, okay? How the F do you do that without love? How do you take care of humanity? Go into the Peace Corps, take care of the earth, take care of people that need help monetarily, physically, all the things, without having or knowing love. Answer me that. Because with love, when you have love for yourself, what you have been given, your family, your friends, your community, that's when you're able to make the most change, the most beneficial change to the earth. So that's why we're seeing, I have a feeling that that's why we're seeing, they think of it as work. And this is what we must do to gain power, to have prestige, to this is what we must do. But when you lose that empathy side, that loving side, the caring side, you've lost it all. And then you're going to Tesla factories and you're bombing them, and you are harassing people, and you're only caring about animals and not children. But do you even know how to care for animals? Or because they don't talk back and question you, that's why you're able to be like, I like dogs better than people. I just want you to think about that. Get with me in the comments.